Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not... Before he takes it inside the 40.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 11 catches, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes, right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Cooper on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. To throw again on second down. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Roger, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting it.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 21-3 is your score after one. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Edwards-Helaire. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game...
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards remain on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 6 yards left on second down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play. It actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mahomes now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 87 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. 20.
How you like me now?
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here into the hands of Jones. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Man open, here is Jones. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Stays on his feet, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 11. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step.
And he is in. Touchdown. Chicago. Justin Fields as time expires in the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the point after try for Santos. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Cooper on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
231 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And to give this time to the tailback. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think
and his 9th on the year. Touchdown lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This complete to Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He is going to find Hill here. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And shedding through the tackle. Room here to run. The 30.
All you got to do is look and learn.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One things you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Chiefs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 41, Mahomes.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos now to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gray. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now it's Mahomes again. Complete to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something should.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now back to throw.
7 yards to pick up there.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the early struggles continue.